Back in from a 39-hour adventure. Big pile of fish here for just a handful of anglers. Super light loads, great fishing, a little bit of hot weather, but stellar fishing and good calm weather conditions for the remainder of our red snapper season here. We got lots of light loads left, and it looks like this trip really crushed them. It looks like you guys did pretty well, huh, Garrett?
We had a good trip.
Yeah.
Fishing's good. It was hot. We did have a light load, but managed to catch a lot of fish. We did run into a little bit of current this trip. I think that slowed our mangrove bite down, but we were able to pick up a bunch of big vermilions throughout the day. We ran into a handful of yellowtails, almacos, jolt heads. The triggerfish are open. We managed to get a boat limit of triggerfish.
A boat limit of triggerfish.
Boat limit of triggerfish.
Wow, some big yellowtails in the mix too there.
And some nice yellowtails. And a boat limit of red snapper.
Wow.
At the end of the day, we went and targeted some jacks and managed to get a few of them as well.
Dang, what a stellar trip. That's awesome, man. Looks like some pretty big overall sizes on the red snapper as well. You guys, what was the secret weapon for you guys on the boat? Live bait, dead bait, what was the hot action?
The dead bait. I recommend the dead bait. I like sticking with the dead bait. It just always seems to be tried and true and pays off. Whether it's a squid strip, a bonita strip, the dead bait was working really well.
Nice. And the amberjack, what was the hot action there?
We did a little bit of bait fishing for the amberjack.
Yeah, getting some big porgies. Nice.
And for these bigger fish, they seem to want that. But the pinfish worked really well on the amberjack also.
Nice.
I know that I would say at least half of them were caught on the pinfish.
So the pinfish we're bringing out there does work, but the bigger baits from either doing the half day the day before or saving some of the porgies through the day is a good option. Yes. What about these yellowtails? Do you recall?
I mean, the yellowtails, we got on a spot, and I was hoping they were really going to pop, but there were a lot of jacks mixed in with them, and the almacos just took over. But just our standard nighttime snapper rig fishing with the thread fins. I think a couple of them came up on squid strips, but we did manage to get a handful of them, and they were nice fish, but we just couldn't get them to pop. The jacks weren't letting them do their thing.
The almaco jacks at night were super thick, huh?
Which we were happy to have those, but it would have been nice to see a big pile of these yellowtails.
Yeah, especially some slabs like that guy right there.
Yeah.
That's a massive one. Well, that's awesome, man. It looks like a really stellar trip. Got lots of light loads left, and I heard you're going fishing this weekend.
That's what I hear.
Awesome, man. Well, it's good to hear that you're getting to go enjoy one.
I'm gonna go sit on the rail the next trip.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it, Garrett. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Another stellar trip, and we got lots of light loads left. If you want to come join Captain Garrett this weekend, it's going fishing for fun, and there's a lot of light loads left before season ends, August 24th. They've been catching a lot of fish on those 12-hour extreme trips too. The 12-hour extreme on the Flying Hub 2 has been doing real well out there, catching a bunch of the big vermilions, the triggerfish, a few nice big red snapper. Red snapper season is kind of drawing to an end a little bit, so it is making it a little bit more tricky to catch a bunch of the big ones. But you see here, the 39-hour trip gave us enough time and enough distance to get out there a little bit deeper and enough flexibility to kind of hone in on those fish. So it just, this time of year, this point in the season, takes a lot of sticking and moving and a lot of communication amongst our fleet to try to find these bigger fish and nail them down for the remainder of our season. We got red snapper all the way through August 24th, end of day August 24th. They close August 25th at 12:01 a.m. Same with the amberjack. We got amberjack all the way through until end of day August 24th. Triggerfish season should remain open for the rest of the year, and definitely just another great opportunity to get out there and enjoy some fishing fun. You can see here from the weather, look at that dark blue. That means no wind forecasted. No seas forecasted, just absolutely flat, calm, and beautiful. So great weather, and the fishing is hot right now. The weather is hot too, but fishing is hot as well. We're doing real well right now. There's some nice big tarpon rolling out here, so I got a little bit further, so you might be able to see some of those. A lot of bait in the pass this morning. So as I was saying, offshore we're doing real well in those red snapper. We're seeing some nice big vermilions, a few nice big yellowtails, a couple of muttons. There's that tarpon. Boom. It looked like 2 tarpon. So super distracted this morning with the big tarpon rolling on the baits. But as I was saying, big yellowtail, few muttons. We're seeing a lot of the Almaco jacks, big vermilions. You got a shot for some scamp grouper. Some good opportunities out there offshore right now, some super light loads. Near shore, we're seeing some nice lanes, a few mangroves, some good opportunities for perhaps some hogfish, and definitely seeing some big vermilions there too. Then inshore right now, a lot of snook around still. They're stacked up heavy inside the pass. We got a lot of mangroves. A few flounder, a couple pompano. The pompano bite's been pretty stellar lately, actually. And just a good time to get out there and enjoy some fishing. Don't forget, we got our special radio show Saturday morning. We've got Captain Bobby Woodard and Captain Travis Thompson joining us 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturday morning on the Real Animals radio show. Then Sunday night at 7:30 p.m., my friend Captain Jim Green from Destin, Florida is going to be joining us talking about fishing regulations and a little bit about Destin and just the fishery up there and the differences in Florida fishing. So it's going to be pretty fun. So join us for the radio show. Join us for our Sunday night live stream show every Sunday night. And hopefully we'll get a chance to see you out here on the water. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy.